In the last section, we talked about independent and dependent variables. To write a function rule that shows dependence, we might use the phrase such as y is a function of x or y depends on x. To translate that into an algebraic statement, we would write that y equals f, and then open parentheses, x, and then close the parentheses. And it's read out loud as y is f of x. Example 1, express each relationship using function notation. So the number of bacteria B depends on time. So we're going to say that B is equal to f of t. So the number of bacteria that exist is a function of how long has passed since they started multiplying. Part B, the grade G you receive depends on your effort E. So we'll say that G is equal to F of E. The effort you put in results in a grade that reflects it. So for example 1, a number A, where I have B equals F of T, often that function will be named with a shortened version where you write B of T. So B indicating that the number of bacteria is the dependent variable, and T is the independent being plugged into it. So B of T would be written that way. And for the grade, we'd also maybe see G of E. So E, the effort is input and the output is the grade. Example 2, a landfill initially contains 5,000 tons of waste and accumulates an additional 420 tons of waste each month. Write a function rule that represents the total amount of waste after M months. So we want to write this as a function. So our M is going to be our independent, so that's what we're going to plug in, and W is going to be our dependent variable. So we would say that W of M is equal to, so we start with 5,000 tons, so 5,000 tons plus 420 tons of waste each month. So we're going to take 420 and we're going to multiply it times M, and we see that M over here is equal to the number of months. So it's already been stated what M stands for. So the amount of waste is equal to 5,000 plus 420 M. How many months will it take for the amount of waste to surpass 10,000 tons? So this means that 10,000 then would be the amount of waste. So this is my W. So I want to put this in for W of M. So I'm going to have 10,000 is going to be equal to 5,000 plus 420 M. I'm going to subtract 5,000 from both sides, and I'll be left with 5,000 is equal to 420 M. I'm going to divide both sides by 420, and the result will be, so after I put that in my calculator, I came up with that M is going to be about 11.9 months. So in order for it to surpass 10,000 tons, you need to be accumulating for 12 months for the answer. Notice here that I replaced this W, this waste, with this in this phrase right here. So W of M is not multiplication. No, that's not W times M in the context. We're using context here. This is a function, so it's W of M. It stands for the dependent variable for waste, and I substituted 10,000 for this whole phrase.